But today I am going to tell you something more which we have to know. It's very important to know because, as was described by people, that they practice Sahaja Yoga as they go to church, but it's not from their heart. And heart is the abode of the spirit. It's the Shiva within us. So we have to know more about heart, and that is very important. You know about these three nadis we have, Ida, Pingala, Sushumna. But in the heart there are four nadis. And the one nadi goes to Muladhara. And if you cross the limits of Muladhara, it goes to hell. That's why they say that Shiva is a destroyer. Actually, you ask for your destruction. And when you ask for your destruction, you have it. Even if it destroys everything, as I was telling, it's like when a fruit has to come, the petals look as if they are destroyed. As I have destroyed, I would say, many of your things, you can call it like your conditionings, your ego, your racialism, your fanaticism, all this has been destroyed in Sahaja Yoga. This has to be destroyed for the beauty to come out. So when your maryadas cross beyond a certain point, you go to your destruction. In four directions there are destructions built, as there are four nadis. So now what is to be done? How are we to stop this destruction of through the first nadi going to hell? One of the qualities of Shiva is that his innocence. He is extremely innocent. He is innocent like a child. His innocence personified. So we have to put our carnal desires, dissolve them into the innocence, the ocean of innocence. You have to dissolve it in the ocean of innocence. Innocence is something to be appreciated, to be understood, to be enjoyed. Like you see animals, they are innocent. You see children, they are innocent. Flowers, they are innocent. Divert your attention to all these things. You see, on walking on the street, what is there to see best? Is all at 3 feet height. You see at 3 feet height all the flowers, all the beautiful grass, all the children who are about 3 feet are the best. We need not see people who are above that. Just see on 3 feet level. You can see the legs of somebody, that's all right. But you don't see the eyes of a person who are not innocent. So dissolve this desire into innocence. And this Muladhara, which is innocent, is not dead, finished, but is innocent. It is righteous. It is Sri Ganesha's qualities. It's pure. So even if you are in this world, even if you are living like a human being, even if you have children, still you are innocent. Like once, the wives of Sri Krishna, he had 16,000 wives to begin with, and the 5 more. The 16,000 were his powers and 5 were the elements. They were wanting to go to pray to some big, well-known, I should say, a saint had come, a Maharshi had come. So they wanted to go and see him and pay respects. So they asked Sri Krishna's permission. But when they went, they found the river was all in speed. So flooded, they could not cross over. They came back, they said, how can we cross over this river? It's all in speed. So this Krishna said, all right, you just go and say, if Sri Krishna is Yogeshwar, and if he is absolutely innocent about sex, you go down. They said, how can we have so many wives? What is he talking about? So they went down and said this to the river. And the river went down. And they were surprised that this husband of ours is saying all these things. They went across and worshipped that rishi. And they were coming back again. The river was in floods. So they went back to the rishi and said, now how are we to cross over because it's in floods? They said, how did you come? So they told the story of Sri Krishna. Now they had fed this rishi with food and fruits and he had eaten such a lot. All right, you go and tell this river that this rishi has not eaten at all anything. He said, how can it be just now you ate before us? He said, just go and see. They went back and told this to the river. The river again went down. So to live in this world, to be a wife or to be a husband, to be married, whatever it is, you can be innocent. Absolutely innocent about it. That's the sign of your purity. The second nadi, the second channel that can take you to destruction is desire. That's why Buddha has said that desirelessness is the only way that people do not get old, nor sick, nor worried. Now this desire that we have, I want this, the West is much more than anywhere else. Because the entrepreneurs are every day producing new things. Say for example, a hairdress. So the women want to buy this wig or that wig. It's my desire. I must have this wig to put on my head. The another one says, all right, I must have this one. And the desire for men is, oh, if he is having a Rolls Royce, why shouldn't I have one? They cannot enjoy somebody else's Rolls Royce. It should be your own, that I should have the possession. Desires can be of any kind, not only material. The desires could be also quite mental. I must possess this woman, I must possess this child. All kinds of possessions that work into you as desires. I wouldn't say it is because of attachment. It's not attachment, but it is just to have more. Go on adding up things, getting things. Still, one doesn't feel happy and satisfied. What is the reason for this kind of desire? Is that it's not pure desire. It's an impure desire. It's an impure desire. And when such a desire starts working, you can go any far. Like Saddam Hussein, like Hitler, like anything is nothing but absolutely desire beyond any limitations. You want to dominate others is also another desire. All these desires lead you ultimately to a destruction. Because there's no joy, there's no happiness. For example, now I want to have a sari. So I want to buy a sari. All my attention will be, how will I get that sari? I must get that sari, this thing, that thing. The attention becomes polluted, disturbed. For a nonsensical thing like a sari, the attention which has to enjoy the spirit, which has to nourish the spirit, becomes disturbed because of desires. In the first place, the attention is disturbed because we are not innocent. In the second place, the attention gets into turmoil because we have desire. So what should we do as far as the desire is concerned? Desire for beautiful things. We can shift our desire, material desire, into aesthetics. I'll have one thing, but which is really aesthetically rich. Because that's the quality of Shiva, that he gives aesthetics to everything. Now supposing this looks very plain, simple, and you may say that mechanical. But if it was Shiva's job, he would have done something beautiful about it. So the quality of Shiva is that he beautifies everything that is created by Brahmadeva, evolved by Vishnu. He is the one who does the subtle work of creating aesthetics. You see my photographs many a times with so many lights, this, that. It's all his job. He's doing it. He throws lights in such a manner. He works out in such a manner. Just he wants to convince you about me. It's his job. So his job is to create aesthetics. Aesthetics of behavior. Aesthetics of poetry. Everything that is created is made beautiful, is joy giving by Shiva. That's his quality. So, whatever you desire, if you start working it out, desiring for something aesthetically handmade, nice thing. Gradually you will find you'll end up with vibrations, because all beautiful things have vibrations. And to have the vibrations, you'll have to go to pure desire. So this desire, which is madness, which makes you mad, which is so much dull and boring, becomes pure desire, because you have to dissolve all your desires into vibration. You start desiring nothing but vibrations after some. You will not buy anything which has no vibrations. You will not talk to a person who has no vibrations. If somebody has vibrations, you will just run away. I've seen people running away from some people as if some monkey is after them. When I look around, I find there are people who are drunkard or somebody coming or something. They might have been drunkards themselves once upon a time. But now they run out. No. Not now. No more. We had 3-4 hippies to begin with who came with me to India. They are normal like you, they were become research yogis. And 4-5 hippies came to my program. It was in Rahul. They got a fright of their life. Oh no, oh God. I said, what's the matter with these? Why are you so frightened? So I turned around to see these hippies. And by the time I turned around, they were out. They were no more there. So then what happens? All desire ends up into Chaitanya, into vibration. And if it does not, then you must know there's something still missing. But if you do not do this, then you end up into your destruction. So to say that he is a destroyer is a very one-sided statement. He has both the powers. He has the power to give you vibrations. He gives you vibrations. The goddess is the power, Shakti. But he makes the vibrations. It's like these are the fingers, all right. But if they tickle you, then it's Shiva. The fingers are that of the goddess, all right. But if it tickles you, gives you joy, happiness, is Shiva. Is the bhakti. The joy of bhakti comes from Shiva. Today only I was explaining how one lady who was a Devi Bhakt and has done so much study of bhakti and all that and knew so much, just merged into me. I just couldn't understand her, what she has done. Because normally people don't do. When they are reading about Devi, they think, all right, this is Devi, this is Mataji. It's separate things. They don't know they are reading about Devi. So she said, Mother, I just identify. It's written that how you are gentle. The goddess is gentle. How she touches me. How she looks after me. How her attention is on me. Like there's a sentence, Kataksha Nirikshan. Every glance is an inspection. Not inspection, not a very good word, but Nirikshan means inspection, divine inspection. So all the time I feel that it's you are all the time. When I listen to music, I feel now, see, she's looking at me, she's feeling me, she's nourishing me. All the time I feel your love. That's how the bhakti comes in. So if you have vibrations, that doesn't mean that they are something dry. See? No. It means the joy of bhakti. Bhakti is, you call it adoration, this, that. But it's the ocean of love that is God. You just get drenched into it. There's no words to it. And that is what, when you feel, you must know that you have taken the Spirit as a real connection between you and your mother or your father. There's no differentiation. You are one in that ocean, drenched in the ocean. You are the drop, you are the ocean. You are one in that bhakti. And that bhakti cannot be mechanical. Because not man-made. So to enjoy Sahaja Yoga, you must know that it's not dry vibrations only, but it's the bhakti. That is the joy of Shiva's quality of joy, that he adds to our life. Everything seems to be surrounded, resounding, same thing, the joy. That I'm loved so much by God, that God loves me, that I have a meaning in life, then the ego drops out, first of all. And also the conditionings drop out. Now the third nadi is the nadi by which we feel attached to someone. Like, this is my child, this is my husband, this is my family, this is my wife, this is my father, this is my mother.